and welcome to another edition of Jana Brock's Bunny Talks. I'm Jana, and I want to thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel and for all the awesome support of Love Your Rabbit. We have over 10,000 people who either visit our website, interact with us on Facebook or Instagram, or are here on our YouTube channel. You are part of an amazing community that continues to grow larger, which is why I started posting information on this YouTube site. I want to thank you for being here and caring so much about these incredible animals, and for sharing reliable information that you can count on. Today I want to talk about 4 things that every rabbit owner needs to know about keeping your pet rabbit happy. Of course, there are many best care practices about pet rabbit ownership, things rabbit owners can do to keep their rabbits happy and healthy, but it would be impossible to list them all here, so I'm just going to give you 4 today. Number 1, do not overcage your pet rabbit. Rabbit experts everywhere work hard to educate pet rabbit owners on this very topic because so much damage can be done when a rabbit is just put into a cage and basically left there day in and day out. It's like it's some kind of thing for humans to look at all day. And this is not fair to the animal. We can do much better. When you study the biology of a rabbit, you know that a rabbit's body was made to run, jump, and play. While these animals are not long-distance runners, they are expert sprinters. They can run fast for very short distances and then stop, rest, and run again. They practice evasive maneuvers. They jump into the air, twist and turn, and do mid-air rabbit acrobatics that we refer to as binkies. And all this to say that your pet rabbit just needs plenty of space to run, jump, play, and exercise several times each day. Let him or her do the things his body was meant to do. Keeping a rabbit confined to a small space is referred to as overcaging, and it causes anxiety, aggression, and fear. Simply stated, overcaging these animals is cruel. Number 2, make sure primary enclosures are spacious enough. The old type of rabbit cages people historically used and are still sold in many agriculture and other type stores, they're too small. They do not allow a rabbit to move around much or stretch up the way it needs to be able to stretch, or stretch all the way out with its paws straight out in front of them and its back paws out behind them. There's just not enough room for the animal to live comfortably when you cannot be right there with them. Think about it. Would you be happy being confined to a space where you can't even stretch out and relax, or barely turn around without bumping into a litter box or a food dish? Of course not. Like any other pet, rabbits need enough space, even when they're going to be confined to a primary space when you're at work or doing the things that you need to do. Some rabbit owners believe that all rabbits should be given free roam of the home, so rabbit owners should not feel bad if they cannot do the free roam around the whole house. Rabbit experts who care for a lot of these animals over time have noted that after playtime, rabbits like to return to their primary enclosures to rest. They either go all the way into their primary enclosure and lay down, or they lay down very near where their primary enclosure is located. And this is very telling of a rabbit's preference and behavior, how they feel safest at a place where they feel is their territory. So here, even when I leave the gates open to the primary enclosures, if the rabbits have been free roaming the room during the daytime, they all return to their primary space, the area of their primary enclosure where they feel safest when it's time to rest. To repeat what I have just explained, the rabbits here all go back home, so to speak, after they are exercised. This is true 100% of the time. Of course, there are always exceptions, but these animals are warren animals, and they feel safest when they are given retreats and spaces to hide. So keep that in mind when considering different primary enclosures, how much space to allow your rabbit to roam freely in the house. There are safety considerations to that. That's just a really big topic that's discussed in my book, Bunny Conversations, but I can't go into all the details of that now, as this video would be 4 hours long. Number 3 on my list is your pet rabbit will, of course, be happiest when he or she feels safe. So as responsible rabbit owners, we do what we can to ensure the safety of our pets. Rabbits rely on their human owners to properly care for them and keep them out of harm's way. And let me give you an example of what I mean. All kinds of videos circulate the internet these days. Some are good and some are entertaining, but they're not in the best interest of the animal. While some are made popular by resharing and reposting, the truth is some of these videos should be taken down because they are showing unsafe things, no matter how many views they've gotten. One type of video you might see is a human who is vacuuming the floor and simultaneously allowing the rabbit to chase the vacuum cleaner around while it's turned on. In reality, it just takes a moment for a rabbit's paw to get sucked up by the vacuum's powerful rolling mechanism. While it is not pleasant to think about, a rabbit's tongue could also be sucked up into the vacuum's rotating mechanism. Imagine the immense damage, pain, and suffering that could be done in a split second of time by a human allowing one of these fragile animals near a vacuum cleaner that is turned on. Remember, they rely on us to be responsible and keep them out of harm's way. And finally, for today, my number 4 thing on my list of keeping rabbits happy is to feed them properly. Remember, rabbits should have access to hay and fresh water 24 hours a day. Pellets and fresh greens only make up a small part of a rabbit's diet. And this is such a big topic that researching proper diet, times to feed each day, why we only feed once or twice a day, and then have hay available all the other times. Those are things that you really need to look into. There are topics like cruciferous vegetables and the need for them to be fed sparingly. There's just a lot of things to research on proper feeding of your pet rabbit. So for credible information on best care practices, please get my book, Bunny Conversations, The Entertaining Dialogue of Pet Rabbits by Jana Brock. Link in the description box below. If you haven't done so already, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like before you go. As always, be kind to animals, and thank you for caring.